Okay,
Had a chance to work on your design based on the appliance information you provided, and I will walk you around the kitchen real quick. This cabinet here will look like this cabinet here, where there is 4 rollout trays. This is showing 5. If you want a 5th one, we can get you a 5th one. But 4 rollout trays and a space for brooms. If you follow my mouse, the opening is 10.5 inches for the brooms. And I can put it on the right or the left side. I believe I currently have it on the right side. So the rollouts are actually on the left. But if you have a preference, you can let me know. Okay. Now this guy here, this pantry cabinet here, is going to look like this picture right here. And it says door racks, top and bottom shelves are fixed. 8 adjustable shelves for behind swing out. 1 full shelf for upper section. Of course, that doesn't apply here because this cabinet is actually 84 inches tall, which means the top section is 27 inches tall. I think I said 87. Cabinet is 87 inches tall, top section is 27. So I'm going to try and get a better picture of this so you understand exactly what you're getting. But that is what this cabinet here looks like. Now, over here, we have a drawer on the bottom, 2 doors. Now this top section should be 24 inches tall. Actually, this is what the cabinet looks like. And the cabinet itself is actually 84 inches tall. If you remember the pantry area, I've got 87 inches tall. If we want to make all the cabinets the same height, all the tall cabinets the same height, we can, but you have the ceiling height on, in theory, you have the ceiling height on in the pantry area for 87 inch tall cabinets. And originally I had 87 inch tall cabinets in the design, but after looking at the vent you want to do in some of the instructions, I think it's going to be safer to have the perimeter area, which is where the stove is and the sink, at 84 inches tall. And if it's at 84 inches tall, then the top section, these 2 doors, is 18 inches high. And you get a drawer at the bottom. A rather skinny drawer, but you get a drawer. Then we have a bank of drawers here, 4 of them, where the bottom drawer is a little taller, you can see. Wall cabinet. This box right here, represents your vent, the height of your vent, and how far it's going to be from your cooktop. If I show you an elevation, this vent hood wants to be 24 inches, between 24 and 30 inches from the cooktop, which is right here. It says minimum suggested 24, maximum suggested is 30. So I chose 28. And the lower chimney is 18 inches. The canopy is 10 3/4. So this green box represents the canopy of 10 3/4. I'm at 28 inches from the cooking surface, which means I've got to cut down the lower chimney in half. essentially, because I only have 9¼ inches of space. How's that going to look? It might look a little stubby. Can you find another hood? Yeah, probably. Something that has a smaller canopy, 10 3/4. But if you would use this hood, then I'd give myself 7 3/4 inches of space from the top of the wall cabinet to the bottom of the ceiling for ductwork. This hood has a 6-inch round ductwork. Now, if I can't use a 6-inch round ductwork, I would go to a 3 1/4 by 10-inch rectangular ductwork. So this is 3 1/4 by 10. So I'd convert it over from a 6-inch round to a 3 1/4 by 10, which would probably look a lot better on the outside of the house instead of this big 6-inch wall cap, which is pretty big. Anyway, I can be more specific, but the hood would get vented up. We'd put an elbow in, and then we'd go this way and out the front of the house. So then you can see the soffit here going across the hood area, and then some crown molding above it. And we have a wall cabinet. Below the wall cabinet is a drawer with a door. Behind this door is 2 roll-out trays. Oh, excuse me, 2 trash bins. And then next to the 2 trash bins is a super lazy Susan cabinet, diagonal wall cabinet. This is a cabinet here with a drawer and a door, and behind this door is a pull-out with adjustable shelves. Wall cabinet here. Sink base cabinet, 36 wide sink base cabinet. Another wall cabinet. This is your dishwasher. This cabinet here and this cabinet here are identical. So this cabinet will also have a pull-out. Then we have a refrigerator panel on either side of the refrigerator to give the refrigerator a built-in look. I made these refrigerator panels 27 inches deep. That way the countertop can butt into it instead of the countertop going beyond the panel. To me, this looks better to me. So we also have a beam here. Probably after you've placed your order, probably I want to swing over and check the distance and positioning of that beam so I can see how it lands in the floor plan, because I think that beam is definitely not over the window here. It's gonna fall somewhere where this cabinet is. So I just want to be certain of how that looks. Then we have the island. These are decorative doors. There's 4 on this side, the non-working side of the island. There's 1 right here. And there's 1 right here. This cabinet here is where your mixer lift is, which is a 21 wide cabinet, 24 inches deep. So the mixer lift goes here. This cabinet here has a drawer, 2 doors, and then 2 roll-out trays behind these doors. This is a 21-inch deep cabinet, 30 inches wide. This cabinet is 30 inches wide, and it has 3 drawers. I think I can put your bread storage in here. It'd have to be plastic because I'd have to cut it down. And then I'd have to put a divider in one of these drawers because they only make the bread box only so wide. I think they come less than 18 inches wide. Pretty sure. But there is an opportunity to put a bread box in there. Or you could order it after the fact. Figure out where your bread is going to go, and then you can decide whether or not you want that. You don't have to order that when you order the cabinets. And that's what I often tell people when it comes to certain accessories. Give yourself a chance to function in the kitchen, and if you want certain things, you can have them. You can always add them to certain cabinets later. But that is the general idea of your kitchen. If you're confused about anything, which I can appreciate, let me know. But I would suggest hitting the play button a few times on this video. And hopefully I've got 90% of your questions answered. But if not, we can certainly have another conversation.